Hello and welcome to the One Thing on Edge Radio Australia. We didn't have our intro.
Aaron.
Do not do
He
that.
did
Do
that.
not do that.
You're going to have to stand up and do the dance.
I have the
now.
right to remain silent.
He said last week that every time it plays, it took a little bit away from him.
He did.
Guess what? Took nothing away
oops,
today.
I accidentally hit the wrong button. What a shame. What a shame. Jeez. Completely spontaneous.
Troy wanted to see our intro.
No, Troy does not need to see our intro.
I've come to see the intro.
Troy, no one needs to see that, okay? Honestly. Right.
We love
it. It is used as a contraception in some countries. That's how
All
bad.
right. Do you know what?
All right.
Do you know what? I've got the power.
Oh, no.
I can play
Let me
it.
see the intro.
Are you going to do it now?
You're going to sneak it in. Is this what you're doing? Okay.
Oh, she's a sneaky one,
look at
this one.
She's
You
gone
won't.
absolute renegade here. All right, what's going on?
So,
Okay.
put your headphones on, Troy,
Oh,
so you
just-
can
Troy,
really
do you
enjoy
need
it
to do-
properly.
okay.
Look
So
out. Here
We
we
haven't
go.
even introduced Troy yet.
No, that's okay.
Okay, we'll do
Everyone
this.
knows it's going to be Troy.
So in your own time, everyone, just talk amongst yourselves while Lisa does the thing. That's fine. Yeah.
Just let me have me moment.
That's right, I've got to find it now.
Oh, it's taking that long.
Oh, look, this what a professional
Did
she
it go up?
No, she just lost everyone. Lost everything. Are you serious, Lisa?
Lisa,
Can you
what
not
have
do
you
that?
just done?
No, we're not
honestly?
doing it, Lisa.
Okay, we're not doing
Well,
it.
Lisa,
All right.
you've got to actually fix the screen so I can actually see what's
Yeah, we
going on
can't
because
see anything
I
on
don't
there.
know what you've just done, but it's never a good start. All right, let's
Okay.
just see if.
Don't remove it.
No, I'm not. Definitely not going to remove it. Okay.
You
well,
might remove me.
She's completely lost it. So we are looking at a screen. So we're looking at you out
Lovely
there
to
in
see you out
lovely
there.
land,
how about we
and you're
just,
this big.
That's cool. That's
That's
cool.
it.
Well, let's jump into the show. As you can see, this thing is look, smooth
It's
as
live.
a gravy sandwich.
We are
it's
live.
absolutely gorgeous here. We are very live. Leanne, would you
We
like
are
to do
nuts.
the proper introductions? Please?
Sure. First of all, I want to say hello, Lisa and Aaron, co-hosts of The One Thing with me,
Lovely to
Leanne.
be here.
And today's guest is Troy Vidovich. He is a holistic health coach. He offers both one-on-one and he also does group coaching. So we are going to explore a few things with Troy. Troy is 48 years old. He's a proud father of 4 adult children. 4. Woohoo. And he's also a grandfather.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a young granddad.
Yeah, love it.
Damn straight.
Hey?
You're a
Love
bit
it.
naughty early.
Hey.
Okay.
He's been married to his wife for 25 years.
Nice.
And continues to be his greatest support and inspiration. I've got one of those too.
Yeah.
Not
Aw.
wife, husband,
No.
but yeah.
Where do you find these things?
So Troy, after where do you find one of those things? After Troy having spent much of his life running family businesses as well, he undertook a powerful 7-year healing journey that allowed him to step back into his true self and embrace a healthy, fulfilling lifestyle. So, Troy, welcome to the couch on The One Thing.
Thank you. How good's this for an intro of everything else that went beforehand? That's
Oh,
the best. I reckon it's the best I've ever been at, to be honest with you.
Troy, I'm afraid there's no time for the show today. We've actually finished now. Yeah, the intro
Thanks
is
for having
taking
me.
a lot.
Catch you later.
Yes.
And I've worked out how to put the intro up, so we'll do that instead of the ad later.
All right.
No.
Geez, we'll make this
No.
work. Who knows?
30-second ad is better.
Fantastic.
No, thanks so much for having me.
Absolute
It's great to be here, and I'm looking forward to just sharing a bit of my knowledge and wisdom and just
Yeah.
the journey that I've been through to where I am today, and to just enjoy what I love doing.
I'm so glad you used the word wisdom there because we've all got a bit of it, let's
Yeah.
face it. And it's
Yeah.
nice to actually share it with others.
Yeah.
So it's just a good way of putting it, quite
Yeah.
frankly. I think so much in Australian culture, we tall poppy ourselves and
Yeah.
we don't, we just don't do our own advertising,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Something we could learn off other cultures. So
100%.
to share, to openly say, hey, I'm here to share the wisdom that you've learned through your journey. It's a
Yeah.
great thing, mate.
It's one thing we just chatted a bit off air, in regards to that is, my philosophy around that is knowledge plus action equals
Yeah.
wisdom, and
Yeah.
you said that,
Oh,
Yeah.
we got to take action. And what you just read out
Yeah.
about me is that I just had a bit of a aha moment, and so challenging times. And then it's like, well, hang on a minute, do what you love doing. Well, you got to take action to get out of your
Yeah.
comfort zone and do all of these things to learn that wisdom. And, like you said, we've all got the knowledge, we've all got the beauty behind it,
That's
but
right.
it's just taking action and doing it. And you're spot on what you're saying before. And that's the gift that I've been able to learn, grow and evolve to create that, and just love sharing it.
So tell us about where you started. Where were you born?
I was born a Freo boy. South
Freo
Freo
Bulldogs.
Bulldogs. Giddy up the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
The Bulldogs. Love the Bulldogs.
Love the Bulldogs. There we go.
And you owned your own business, didn't you, after school?
Yeah, so how it all worked out, my mum and dad's, my dad's from Yugoslav, Vidovich, got a background there.
Yeah.
So
He's
Spearwood,
itch.
itch.
Yeah, very Spearwood, mate.
So
Fantastic.
Wallop boy.
Oh,
So,
really?
yeah, so that's where it all. Dad come over when he was like 4, I think. When he was by boat, so
Yeah.
young lad.
Right.
So
Behind it was the 8 Mile Tavern or whatever it was.
that's near that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's another
That's a
story.
whole
Go
other
there
story.
when we go with
Another
the
story for another
We'll leave
day.
that one. So that's pretty much near there where we lived,
Fantastic.
and then my mum and dad split up when I was like 4. So
Oh, sorry.
it was just a few things that you go through at a young age,
Yep.
and just work through with life and whatever else. And so mum and dad, we had a little time together, and that's probably where this all come out with the veggies and stuff like that, which we'll get more into. But dad always grew the veggies, and I used to
Mhm.
just as a young kid, spend with dad and just eat all the veggies.
Yeah,
Used to
we
go
did as
carrots,
well.
cabbage, lettuce, watermelon, all these things, and I used to just
beautiful.
love it. Like,
Yeah,
and just hog up on
what a
food.
brilliant life, mate.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it was great.
Yeah.
And then then with
So
mum,
Dad had a market garden. Is that what
yeah,
you're saying?
so he had about 5 acres.
Yeah.
Because he'd come over from, like I said, Slough land, and
London.
that's all they knew over
Yeah,
there. And his dad
yeah.
bought all the land for the kids, and then they just did all that and
Great.
whatever else. So it was a really good upbringing in that space. And then, with mum's side of things, she was more of the, I suppose, out there working at a radio station, actually. This is what I was saying to you.
Oh.
Interesting enough, she used to be an
Ah.
advertising manager. She used to do really well, and I used to come
Fantastic.
into all this space. I'm pretty familiar with
Is
it
your
all.
mum
Yeah.
still alive?
My mum?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we
She's
need an
just
advertising
running-
We do.
manager.
We absolutely do.
No, don't go
Mum,
there. No.
you just got a gig.
No.
Okay, straight
Mum,
up.
just stay where you are. You're all good. Just stay where you are. So that was a good learning thing as well with all that. So
What
I've
a-
been,
What a difference in cultures. I mean, radio is very interesting culture.
it is.
We'll put it
Yeah.
mildly.
Yeah.
And the market garden side of things. And
Yeah.
I mean, I've got a real affinity for that area, to be honest. I've spent a lot of my misspent youth there.
Yeah.
A bit naughty. I may have allegedly, maybe, possibly jumped a car over that railway track at a very, very high
Yeah.
rate of speed. Allegedly. Right?
Just
Never would have really happened.
never heard about it.
Never.
If it wasn't on TikTok, didn't
It
happen.
didn't happen. Didn't happen. Didn't
We got away with
Oh,
so
yeah.
much back then.
I almost landed on rottenness. I'm telling you that I was going that quick. Anyway, but it was a special area. Is what I'm kind of getting at. I don't know why. It has had a really good family attitude about it. I found anyway,
Yeah.
and really good people. Market
Yeah.
gardens there. It was a nice place.
Yeah. We used to have, and Dad's parents used to just live over the railway and closer to the 10 Mile Tavern.
Right.
So, it was the Yugoslav background was always go over there, have the morning tea all the
Yep.
time and have afternoon tea and have the
Oh,
lunch. So you're just
beautiful.
living with their culture as well and learning a lot.
So,
yeah, it's been good.
how did you get into the turf business?
So this is another story is that my mum had a coffee shop. So I was running a coffee shop for 8 years. Again, there's food and learning about customers and clients and doing all that. And then playing sport. So that was, I've written down there, I love my sport. So then that all came about, went into the golf industry. My brother was a greenkeeper, qualified greenkeeper at Meadow Springs. So, and then Dad being his background with garden and tractors and doing whatever.
Yeah.
And funny enough, we bought 100 acres down at Coolup, which is where I'm living now.
Yeah,
And
right.
then I said, Dad, are you interested in going in? And but my brother and I started the Vidovich Turf Supplies
Turf. Yeah.
from nothing, from scratch.
That's
So
impressive,
it was really a challenge.
Yeah.
But the old saying is put the balls on the chopping block and have a crack. Worst case scenario, we've had a crack.
Yeah.
So
I
18
always
years later,
like bite off more than you could chew and chew like hell. But if you want to put your balls on a block, you knock yourself out.
I'll
mate.
take that one.
Yeah.
I'll take that. And I did just give you the tip. They're still okay. But
They're
I
still
did,
okay.
right? They're still okay.
active. They're in
They're still
business.
okay.
Right.
So you were really you were brought up to be an entrepreneur because most people are brought up to work for other people, and
Yeah.
you've never had that. You've never had that experience.
No, 100%. And
Cool.
it was funny
Love
because when
that.
I was in the coffee shop, I met so many beautiful people,
Right.
and they were just so. And there's one particular lady there that I didn't even know how much connection I had to her, and and how much influence she's had in my life. But she even said after, we're talking about this space now, that I saved her life
Wow.
at
Wow.
13 to 14 years of age. And I'm just going, and she told me this ages ago.
Right.
Like even
Oh.
no, not that age.
So
when I
how
was
Sure.
did you save a life?
just by talking to her because she was never unable to have kids, so I was like a son to her.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But I was
Ah.
just me being me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
just
being
being
friendly.
loving and
Yeah.
nurturing and
Yeah.
and she's just like I said, she's now like a mum to me and
Yeah.
obviously the
Oh, so
father and
beautiful.
so they're those little moments and I've always in that moment running a business, managing a business, always want to have a business. A turf farm wasn't it. I didn't
okay,
have a
it
vision for a
wasn't.
turf farm, but
All right. While we're on the subject of coffee, is
Yeah.
coffee healthy or not?
organic.
Organic coffee is
Yeah.
good. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Wonderful. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
beautiful organic.
It's the nectar of life.
I bought Aaron some organic coffee. But we can go to the nitty gritty of it about
Yeah.
that. And if you really want to be in that healthy space, no.
Okay. No, well, let's go to the nitty gritty because I'm genuinely interested. I mean, I won't lie. I absolutely use coffee as a crutch.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I sleep badly.
Is this going to be the whole Aaron show?
No, it's not.
I
It's gonna be
sleep
very-
badly. I sleep badly, but I have 5 cups of coffee during the day.
Yeah.
That's
No,
a win.
Big up.
That's-
And I'm on social media
Sorry.
till 2:00 in the morning.
But I'm most creative at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. That's my problem,
Interesting.
right? Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
So, and in my line of business, it's important to be creative. So if that's the time,
Yeah.
The
that's the time.
stories we tell ourselves.
Yes, this is exactly right. But I use coffee as a crutch. And
Yeah.
I'm aware of it.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, my life has changed since we've got a new machine. It's very exciting.
Perfect.
For me. But you've just told me it's bad for me.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And I want to know why, because
Yeah.
that's important.
Look, and I'm going to be honest with you
Yeah.
too. Like, I have organic coffee.
Right.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, I'm not going to be this guy that's going to stress about it and what have you. But
Yeah.
again, if you're going to have something, have the best of, which is an organic
Sure.
space. Because, hey, look, we're here to live as well.
That's
right.
You know,
Yeah.
if you choose not to and have this space of just having, nothing in that space, that's cool as well.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
it's-
So we're
So,
here.
but-
We're here to. Oh, have I interrupted you? Because I wanted
but
to
I want
ask
to
you
go
something
just finish
else.
this
Okay,
first.
no worries.
In regards to
I need a
coffee.
coffee. All right.
Yeah, I just want to calm him down. He's getting pretty angry already. The issue is toxicity.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
All right, that's where it boils back to, and
Oh.
also the chemicals and pesticides.
Yeah. Okay.
All right,
Yep.
that is
Totally understand
that
That's
is
the
the
issue
biggest
with
issue we have
everything,
in
though,
our
isn't it?
bodies.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure we're going to go more into. But that's the crux of it. And at the end of the day, the more and more coffees you have, the more toxicity you are creating in
Okay.
your body, and you then becoming more acidic,
Okay.
and
More
inflammation,
acidic
and
causes cancer.
yeah,
Okay. I
So-
haven't got time for cancer.
yeah. But at the end of the day, this is where again, I'd love to explain more into it, is that being a turf farm grower and
Yeah.
veggie grower, the more alkalized your soil is, the
Yeah.
healthier your growth is. So picture that as you're in your body.
Okay.
All right. So if we've got an alkalized body,
Yeah.
the healthier you are, which less work your body really has to do to
Right.
a degree, but flourishes you in all other avenues.
So if you're doing
In clarity,
okay.
in energy, in all what you're asking of.
Yep.
You're just using something to create that. Yet if you do it in the opposite way,
Mhm.
it's already there to absorb.
This is genuinely fascinating and timely. Earlier today, we were doing Come Fly With Me, our aviation show, having
Yeah.
a lot of laughs. And I said that when the music was playing, I actually said to Randall, I said, mate, I've got full-on brain fog today. I felt like I was closing down, you know.
Yeah.
And as silly as it sounds, my sight was going a little bit as well. I'm just
Oh wow.
running out of batteries.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
good, Aaron.
Yeah, but it's life. What do? I go out and make a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Right.
Should have been having a Zazen water first.
I do that too. I do
Yeah,
both.
but you
I
should have
do
had that
both.
first,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
some organic veggies. There's particularly things like broccoli and greens, and all those.
Yeah.
So here's what's really annoying. Everything
I
you
love
just
that.
said with your everything you've said there is true. But we fall into habits, okay?
Yes, you do.
And we also fall for the advertising, right?
Yeah.
So psychologically in my brain, it's been built into, hey Aaron, you're tired, you need to keep punching on, you gotta keep going. Guess what? The wonderful brown juice will save you.
Yeah.
Do you have that posh voice in your head?
Oh, I've got 2 devils. No
Yeah.
devil and one angel.
They speak very poshly.
They speak very highly of me. Yeah.
Are they real posh?
Very, very much so.
Do they
yeah.
whisper?
Here we go. Would you like to lie down on the couch?
Do they whisper or growl?
Would you like
We're here to
lie?
talk about Troy and his things, not my, weird life. All right, but I do find it interesting because
Yeah.
we do fall into that laziness. It is laziness, right? And it's advertising, it's on our TVs, and it's in our movies, and it's in all our culture.
100%.
That this brown magical stuff is what's here to save you.
Yeah.
It's wrong. Now, you talk about the Zazen water. Honestly, it makes a difference. When I just go and have more water, I feel better.
Yeah.
But again, it's been drummed into me over all of these years that this is the magic way to fix it.
So Troy's going to talk to us about how we break free from old habits.
This is why I'm
and
asking.
how we create sustainable, healthy routines.
Okay.
But first
Go
of all,
for
I
it.
want to ask something from Troy because I
Yeah.
want to know how he how that started for you first
In
before you bring it to other people like that. You said you went on a 7-year journey. What was that?
Yeah, that was basically, in a nutshell, that
Oh, nice.
the business of the turf farm was, to be honest with you, was going backwards at a rapid rate
Right,
in
okay.
debt-wise, because
Yep.
it was just we were just trying new things, and obviously things don't matter. We'd had it for 18 years, so we had to really look at observing different things.
Well, you're
right?
clearly doing all right for a long, long time.
Yeah,
That
I'm
seems-
proud of that,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, you
should
We
be.
had a great life with our kids
Yeah.
and all that. So then I had to make changes, like
Okay.
something had to crack, and I was the face of Vido's turf supplies. My
Sure.
brother was so good at doing the turf. Okay, so in a nutshell, something had to give.
Yep.
And I actually saw a guy named Kerwin Ray, the late Kerwin
Oh,
Ray,
yes,
unfortunately
yes,
passed,
yes.
but absolute machine
Yeah.
in regards to just creating turf, creating income and all these things.
Yes.
But
yeah.
then it connected in regards to my energy and how I was, and also how we were to creating,
Yes.
extra, I suppose, income and all these things,
Yeah.
right? That the penny dropped then.
Okay.
And I realized that, okay, I had some really traumatic experiences and bad experiences that I was holding on to.
Sure.
I went there and he cracked me,
Really?
like in such a profound way. And I didn't even realize I was making poor decisions
Mm.
money-wise due to my trapped emotions. All right. And
Your
that
what motions?
trapped
Oh, I
emotions.
thought you said tracked emotions.
We can go tractor if you
We
like,
can-
if
well,
that resonates.
He's
that's
just
fine.
been to a tractor show.
Yeah, but
So
one of the
hopefully
tractors-
got tractor on there.
Yeah.
But that's where it all started.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
trapped
yeah,
that, and
yeah.
then I'm going, well, I can see where all the decisions were getting made on that, and that's why we are where we are. Even though we had a good time.
So true.
Yeah.
Because when you've got like this dark place that's living in the back of your
Yeah.
head, right? It colors, it shades.
Yeah.
You're making positive decisions, and
100%.
you're working against yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I so that's where it pretty much all started. And I love my sport. I've been coaching
Yeah.
sport, like I said, for 20 odd years. I just love playing state basketball. I played footy. My
Cool.
dream was to play AFL footy. That was my ultimate mission.
Oh.
And funny enough, Mum says, "You're too small. You can't play footy." So I went to basketball, and then Michael Jordan was my
Oh.
ultimate hero. Like,
Yeah.
and I was just like a young kid, like everything he did.
Yep.
Up every morning, push-ups, sit-ups, all these things. This is probably where my discipline come from,
Okay.
because I was just so adamant I was going to play NBL. I don't care how tall I was, all these kind of things. So everything
Right.
just all started. And sitting back now,
Yeah.
you know, I'm glad you asked
Yeah.
that question. Because just everything all adds up
Yeah,
pretty beautifully,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's where it all penny dropped. And then I'm going, well, hang on a minute, something's got to crack. And I really love coaching.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just so passionate about it. And here I am now. We sold up the business, so we just went our own ways,
Yep.
and that was a real challenging time.
So from a family point of view,
Oh,
that's a
yeah,
tough gig
yeah.
to do that.
Like it was just really, I was the one that said, hey, I'm happy to just step out. You guys take over
Yeah.
and whatever. And that was never going to happen. And
Sure.
obviously I got told everything under the sun, everything I went through, what I had to go through for me
Yeah.
to be where I am with you
Yeah.
guys here today.
Absolutely.
And it really grew me into this person to open up those trapped emotions
Yeah.
and dive into them. And man, that was murky.
How good is adversity?
Yeah,
right?
100%.
Okay, honestly,
Yeah.
it's the best thing that can possibly
Yeah.
happen to you, because it just makes you dig deep,
Yeah.
and it makes you go, "What the hell is holding me
Yeah.
back?" It's
But at the time,
no.
No.
But you're spot on.
Not a fan of it when
No.
it was happening.
Yeah.
Right. But I'm actually, when I look
Yeah.
at my life, I think, and I look at so many great people around me, and I look at what they've had to overcome.
Yeah.
To me, it gives them, okay, apart from the fact that this is the thing that's actually made them go, okay, I'm going to make big changes. I'm going to go forward, and I'm going to make, a positive
Spot on.
life for myself.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And everyday people around you become your role models.
100%.
Mm.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
Troy, if you were going to give somebody, if somebody came to see you and said, I want to make some changes in my life,
Yeah.
what are the 3 top things that you'd tell me to implement immediately? What would they be?
Well, the big one would be food, because that's where it all started as well with me. Even though I had the emotional side of things, there's a gentleman I connected with because my eldest boy had fits,
Okay.
and we're not huge on the doctor side of things with all the steroids that he got prescribed.
Yeah.
Right.
So a gentleman named Don Tolman,
Oh,
he is an absolute guru of these
Okay.
food side of things, and
I
he
had a
just
feeling
went
that
in.
might be him with
Yeah.
all the water fasts you do.
And then that's where it all started. So really just do the simple things well, which means start from what's in your foods.
Yeah.
We're talking about our coffees
Yeah.
and all our drinks, even our water, and we know all the other stuff as well. So preservatives, additives, and chemicals. What's actually, and you can get a app called Yaka,
Yeah.
YUKA, and just go around and scan it, and you'll be blown away
Yeah.
by how much is in it. And that changed our whole perception of the food side of things, but also started us really looking after ourselves. And my boy never fitted from there on.
Wow.
So we have
Interesting.
not, in 15 years since we met Don, not been to a doctor at all.
The other thing too is if you do your shopping in a supermarket, don't go in the aisles. Go around the outside.
Yeah.
That's where the foods are.
Yeah,
That's where your fruit and veggies are.
Yeah.
That's where your meat
What a
is.
great point.
That's where
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to make the point about the fact that, I mean, I just get blown away. I've had issues where in the last part of my life, I haven't been able to do as much cooking as I did previously. Right?
Yeah.
And I love to cook.
Yeah.
I love cooking from actual real ingredients, right? Now, I've had to cheat effectively over the last sort of 12 months or so. Having to buy a lot of things. My God, it is so hard to buy food that's not processed rubbish.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
You walk through that supermarket, it's you know what, it's just a drug dealer.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there is absolutely very little there that's actually genuine food, and it's sold to you as convenience and speed.
Yeah.
But you're right. But that going around the outside, that's
only
just
go
not cool.
if you do your shopping in a supermarket.
I
Only
like
go
that.
around the outside.
Yeah.
I like that.
So that's the big one that we started from. And then another one is I'm just going to show you something up before you said habits, and
Okay.
one book I always recommend to my clients,
Oh, yeah.
probably once heard, is Atomic Habits.
Right.
It is a game changer. It's been a game changer for me on how to break a habit. And it's
Okay.
the little things that we just do not do well.
Right.
You know, we're always thinking these big systems. It's the little things that you do every day,
Okay.
every moment of every day.
Gotcha.
Like you, for instance, when your brain's saying, I need a coffee, well,
Yep.
yeah, you're going to just go get a coffee.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? If you just say, stop, no, I'm okay, or just have water, you all of
Yeah.
a sudden start that reprogramming.
Yeah.
But you got to catch that.
Oh,
And
it's
that's
so
the
true.
thing. And
Yeah.
that's the whole, so you create new
Mm.
habits. Like you just said, there's a little habit there. Just
Yeah.
okay, change the way you're shopping. All right, they're the little things. And the other thing is obviously exercise. Like exercise is a big thing.
Yeah.
You know, and there's 7 principles of health that Tyler Tolman and Don Tolman run off. Is you basically your air, sunshine, water,
Mhm.
exercise, whole foods, your passion, and there was another one. What's the other one? Relationships.
Okay.
All right, they're the main, and that's come from studies around with your blue zones. That's what a lot of people have heard about these blue zones. They're amazing. So
Okay.
they're just simple things.
Sure.
My biggest thing out of everything I'm learning with what I've been is just do these simple things well.
And
They're the things.
another really good point is make sure you get some sunlight on your body.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right.
yeah. Look, couldn't agree
Not-
more.
Not midday sun out there
No.
baking in the nude. I'm talking about, morning sun, 20 minutes. Don't wear your sunglasses. Don't
100%.
put sunglasses on your head, because if you want cellular repair,
Mhm.
we need that sunlight. We need
Yeah.
that circadian rhythm in our bodies. We need all of this stuff. Sunglasses were invented.
Yeah.
No nomadic tribe ever wore sunglasses. did
Yeah,
they?
no, but it makes ugly people look better. So that's important.
I think there's a time and a place for sunglasses.
No.
Yeah.
There's no time. There's no time and place for sunglasses.
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
say
some
this.
people
I
get
think
pterygiums because they've got blue eyes and they're out in the sun and 40-degree heat. I know when I travelled up north, that was
Yeah.
the case with the person I was travelling with.
I want to pick you up on that because I got blue eyes and I got told I had to have a eye operation. That's when I started fasting, and I haven't got them.
Mm.
And
Oh,
I worked
okay.
out in the garden for 18 years.
Yep.
In the sun.
Yep.
Never wore sunglasses.
Really?
So whatever you've been told, whatever, is not everything comes from in. And I agree with what you're saying. Everyone out in the sun. So again, people that drink in acidic side of things, right?
Yep.
Your biggest organ is your skin. So where is it got to come out of from? 4 channels of elimination: defecation, urination, respiration, perspiration.
Okay.
So if picture this, if your body's acidic,
Yep.
all right, where's it coming out from?
Through the biggest organ
Through the
we've got.
skin.
Yep.
Then you go out in the sun. Oh no, you're getting burnt. Well, really? Because your acid is coming out of your skin. Oh, the sun's just doing its thing.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're burning acid on
Yep.
your skin. It's not the sun.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
So this is the challenge that
I've never heard that
Yeah,
before.
so
There's
this
an
is
awful
where it
lot
all-
of redheads are freaking out right now.
yeah. And the reason I'm only just quickly saying this is because I never wore sunscreen. 18 years of the sun, but also the other thing is I had a lot of moles.
And you don't believe in sunscreen?
No,
No.
don't believe in any sunscreen. But if you do wish to have something, make your own up.
Yeah.
It's natural. Do you know if I really want to use some? Organic coconut oil.
Coconut. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great one.
Okay.
Perfect. Easy. Done.
You smell good
But
too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But then you look at it, your skin's absorbing the beautiful coconut oil, right?
Yeah, see,
So
I find that hard to get my head around because I would have thought that would make you fry because I use that olive oil, that coconut oil for cooking, and you heat it up and it fries. So if you put it on your skin, aren't you making your skin burn?
That's the opposite. See, that's my whole point. It's inside out.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
that's
because back in the day in the 70s, for argument's sake, okay,
Yeah.
our parents sort of going through that age and they were all covering themselves in oil to get a tan, right? What oils were they using? The old, weren't they using some coconut?
Organic coconut oil.
Yeah, thought so.
I use coconut
There you
oil
go.
to tan.
There you go.
We've
Never
had a question come up, Troy.
Yes.
The world we live in today is so very different from the world we grew up in. How do we help our young people to develop this discipline that you mentioned from Lisa L?
Well, I'm only going to talk from my behalf with my kids.
Absolutely.
Us as parents, we're the leaders.
Yeah.
Okay,
Completely.
they're the sponges. At the end of the day, they're just like that's where it all started with us.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you right now, it is going to take time. Everyone thinks it's just going to just all of a sudden, I'm going to go do this yucca and you're going to go around there. Man, you got to do it every day and you got to be disciplined. And my beautiful wife works at obviously a school EAing, and she's horrified.
She works at a
horrified
school.
at a
EA.
primary school EAing.
Oh, yes,
Education.
yeah.
And because she's into all this food side of things, she's so horrified these poor kids, what they get in a lunchbox.
Yes.
And, and she's just, really
Is
sad.
there something that you do with there's a program that would work really well is my thought with your wife, because I've got another girlfriend who was also an EA, lost her job and went back and just couldn't do it anymore. Education for parents on what to feed their children.
Yeah.
Like that there's a big hole there that people don't know
I
anymore.
disagree. There's a lot of laziness, right? That's what it is.
No, it's programming.
Yeah, okay,
before,
that's probably fairer.
And if we can reprogram, which is highly possible to do.
Right. Well, from my point of view, grew up as a fat kid, right? Still now a fat adult, right? And it was really important for me, for my kids, to eat well and to have good food. And I made their lunches every single day. I sent them off. They'd get a little treat as well as part of their lunches, but they had healthy lunches that were made out of raw ingredients and good ingredients, right? I didn't go full of processed crap. And while I was in my children's lives, they were all incredibly healthy and thin and lots of exercise and lots of sunlight and all that kind of carrot. So it's up to parents to not be indoctrinated by the system and not fall for
But
that
when
crap.
I agree. But when you have it plastered on your television screen and that's what they're watching, I mean, maybe not our audience so much, but in the general public, that
it is a program thing. That's one thing that I'm seeing a lot of,
Okay.
and again, it's creating those habits. It's the little things we just got to
The
consistently
little
do.
changes, yeah.
That's all it is, and it's subtle, but it's powerful.
I completely agree. Time for a very quick break. Back in just a tick. It's Radio Australia, the one thing.
Is pain holding you back? Bowen Therapy with Panacea Healing can change that for you. It's never too late to recharge your health, career, or purpose. You have the power within yourself to change what no longer serves you, taking your life and health to another level. panaceahealing.com.au. You can do anything.
We are back.
Oh, we're
Lisa.
back, are we?
most
Oh, my
definitely.
God, Lisa's
Is standing there.
I'm waiting for a little green light, and you're listening to The One Thing on Edge Radio Australia. Thank you for rejoining us. I am with Leanne, Aaron, and our special guest, Troy Vidovich, who is speaking to us about changing your habits, changing your health, which I was actually really excited about because I think that it's very powerful. So many people recognize that they need to improve their health. And it's an empowering statement, isn't it? Because you're basically saying to somebody, hey, you're in control. And what you need to do is just to change your habits, which, as we have discussed, is not always as easy as one would think. But from what I'm understanding so far, what you're saying is that whatever you're putting into your body, make sure that it's the very best quality that it can be. So even if you're choosing to have coffee, make sure that it hasn't got any of the pesticides or the toxins. When you're drinking water, what's your thoughts on that?
Same scenario, filter water. And I'm very blessed. It's got rainwater, but I still use a filter because obviously you have all the stuff coming off.
What type of filter do you use?
Oh, there's all different varieties. I'm like,
Because it's a minefield, isn't it?
there
And-
is heaps. I think
people
the best thing to do is
treating
get your water tested.
Right.
All right, and again, it's all to do with acidic and
Yeah.
come back to the closest you can to get alkalized. But you can spend up to thousands and thousands of dollars. And I know, like Tyler Tolman, he lives over in Bali, and he got all his U-Butte stuff, and he, funny enough, found a cheaper one that was actually better than the extent
right?
one. So sometimes just to go and shop around
Okay.
and just get your little test done, so you know exactly where you're at and what you're doing. And again,
Interesting.
Is there such a thing as too much alkalinity?
that is where it gets catchy.
Yeah, some people like I've only noticed it with a few people because what happens is the stomach doesn't break down the food,
which is your acid.
Yeah,
It's a natural acid in your body. That's the biggest challenge we have.
Okay.
You know, we're talking about acidic. Our body's already got a natural acid,
Right.
but if we're having all these preservatives and additives and chemicals, well, you're doubling up on your acid.
creating more.
Gotcha.
So that's the issue. And then the problem is you don't want to go all the one way. So that's why, I always say
A balance.
suggest to my clients, just get a pH level test, urine test,
Right.
just on the odd occasion, see where you're at, and then just pause and probably go and have some more fruit juices or whatever, just to get it back down again. More water. Water's the key.
Yeah.
1 litre, I'm not sure obviously
No.
what you do in your what
Yeah.
you suggest, but the rule of thumb is 1 litre per 22 kilos of filtered water
Yeah.
per day.
Yeah.
How
All
much? Sorry?
So 1 litre per
per
22 kilos.
Okay.
All right. So I'm about 65 kilos. I work on 3 litres roughly a day.
Okay.
All right. And give or take. And I actually always recommend just a little bit of the pink Himalayan salt or Celtic
Yeah.
salt in there because it gives you the minerals. Everybody says to me, including athletes, I'm still help a lot of athletes out.
Yep.
I'm drinking heaps of water, Troy, and all that.
Yeah.
Have you got anything in it? What do you mean? I said, well, got to be careful because it can flush. a lot
Yeah,
of
what
your
happens
minerals out.
is in the cell,
Yeah.
we need sodium on the outside, potassium on the inside for the cell to actually draw in the
There you
water.
go. 100%.
And that's where the minerals come
Yeah.
in.
Now, should it be room? Oh, sorry. Have you not finished?
Sorry, just quickly, I was trained that in a litre bottle, so when you're filling your litre bottle, filtered water up,
Yep.
add in a pinch of good quality sea salt.
Yep.
Himalayan salt, some of it you got to be really careful
Yeah.
about because
Yeah.
they paint it pink.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then about 5 to 10 drops of lemon. And
Yep.
the reason no more than that is because otherwise your body will think it's a food source. And no, a lemon is not acidic.
Yeah. We get that all the time.
But it makes the water also more bioavailable to your
100%.
body to uptake it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what was the maths again? Okay, on your body weight? So
1 litre
Yep.
per 22 kilos,
okay.
roughly, thereabouts. Yeah.
Stop with the coffees and
Yeah,
start
100%.
drinking water, Aaron.
Just bring me a 44-gallon drum right now, and away we go.
No, the water you have in your coffee does not count.
No.
It does, absolutely.
I mean, I'm helping an awesome fellow, good friend of mine who played a lot of state football.
Right.
And he struggled. He was about 80 odd kilos when I first met him. He struggled to drink 2 litres of water.
Mhm.
And I said, what about when you were playing? And he goes, that was pretty much it. And I said, man, you are so dehydrated.
Yeah.
But he was an athlete
Yeah.
and he
Yeah.
didn't even drink that. He
Yeah.
struggled, and this just shows you how dehydrated we are as a
So should
society.
it be lukewarm or room temperature or cold?
I'm just going room temperature. I don't know what your
Yeah, I do
thoughts
always do
are,
room
but
temperature.
I'm all about room temperature.
Yeah.
And as long as you're getting it in there, that is the most important. And hydration is our key. Our biggest issue on this planet is dehydration.
And should we drink before or after a meal or?
Before the meal's the best. It prepares your body and your stomach, more importantly.
Okay.
But I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, I'm not ritual on
No.
that, but it's just about doing, again, these little things.
Yeah,
these
yeah,
1%ers
Doing it
that,
when you
See, I was told the
yeah.
opposite, that you drink water and it actually doesn't help your digestion because you've got all your natural stomach.
It's
acids
usually
in
within an
there.
hour or something. So you do it
Yeah.
like an hour or so. Don't drink anything before an hour because,
Yeah.
you're spot on. That does upset a bit.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
and also, a lot of people don't realize, bowel movements are very, very important for your health too.
Okay.
It's roughly within an hour after a meal.
Mm.
So technically, if you got good bowel movements, you're doing really well.
All right.
I don't think there's
So-
many people that go go poo after an hour of
No,
eating.
what does that show you then? That we're
No.
unhealthy.
Oh,
100%.
I'm sure we are,
Yeah.
but I'm just making the point.
No, but that's
I've
exactly
known
right.
people that
Yeah.
don't go
Yep.
every day.
And I was one of them.
Yeah.
I was going to
Yeah,
ask
wow.
that. So, I mean, this is something you should do every day, right?
Yeah.
You need to have the old loo
Yeah.
visit every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least 2 to 3, and this is the whole
2
thing.
or 3.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
if you have 3 meals, that's where it looks at, and
Right.
this is, just before we get into quickly anything else, is just that's why I changed my whole space of, I'm with Tyler Tolman now, the son, so I got more into fasting.
Okay.
So now I do intermittent fasting.
All right, let's
Yeah.
talk fasting.
So-
Let's get straight into that. I want to
So that's what's changed my whole
Okay.
space
Yeah.
when you talk about bowel movements, is because it gives your body rest and time to digest the food.
Okay.
Because do you know what? Everybody fasts.
Mhm.
And they go, what? Well, we sleep, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
we're fasting.
Yeah.
Okay. So then what do you do when you get up? Everyone gets up and what do they do straight away? Eat.
I don't.
Wait, how long since
that's
you did?
the problem.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
No. So
I get up and then
What do you do first?
I probably don't eat for about
Coffee.
6 hours.
Coffee first.
what time's your last dinner? Your meal?
So I probably eat at about, first time I eat in the day, most days is about 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And then probably 8 o'clock at night.
Yep.
At 9
And then you
o'clock
don't eat till the next day when?
Yeah. Until the next day about
3 o'clock?
Yeah, about
Yeah.
3 o'clock. So yeah, I'll have breakfast. As far as when I say breakfast, I'll have coffee.
Yeah.
Right.
Which breaks
Yeah.
fast.
Breaks
Yeah.
fast.
Okay, so that
Yeah.
breaks the fast. So
Yeah.
I'm talking about hard foods.
Yeah.
So, but as far as liquids, no. So I probably eat say twice a day. Once probably about 3 p.m. and once about 8,
Yeah.
9 p.m.
So to really improve your health,
Yep.
and go to that next level to help you with your coffee is drink water through that break you're having. You'll
Sure.
change your whole life, man.
In
Until,
the morning.
until, yeah, until,
until you go to that fast.
I don't disagree because
Yeah.
it's a psychological thing.
100%.
I need that. I need
Yeah.
that kick to get me
Yeah.
started. You know,
Yeah.
thing. And if you change these things. Like I mean, many years ago back. I mean, certainly not an athlete these days. I don't think I was ever truly an athlete. But when I was racing back in my racing days,
Yeah, right.
I mean, I would lose 3 kilos of weight a day.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
You're under extreme, pressure, and your body goes through a lot.
Yeah.
But in trying to replace it, but I did a little experiment, and I thought, okay, I'm going to stop the habit rather forming of how I eat meals, and I'm only going to eat when I'm hungry.
Yep.
Frightening how rarely you get hungry.
Yeah.
If you don't fall into the habit of it, look, I mean, I would not eat for days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spot on. But the key is to obviously plenty of water, and the biggest one is what you eat when you break the fast. So I break my fast with fruit.
Okay.
All right. But the first thing in the morning is a great tip for everybody.
Yep.
Get up in the morning after we all done our detoxing, even look at it, fasting. I always start with at least a 500 ml to a litre of filtered water with some beautiful lemon and salt.
Yep.
Okay. Don't beat the heaps, just a little bit, just to get the toxins out. So then
lemon, salt, so no tequila?
No tequila.
No.
Because
no,
your organs have dehydrated whilst you have been
fasting.
asleep.
Makes sense.
Right?
Yeah.
So you want to hydrate your body. You want your organs rehydrated.
So just a smart play would be, rather than when you get up in the morning going for this cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Instead of that, go
So
and
that's
have,
an easy habit.
yeah, but
That's an easy thing to do.
to change.
You tell him.
No. Drinking water all through the day is
Yep.
a lot more difficult.
Yeah, that's
But
my
just
point.
to have that huge thing of water by your bed,
Yep.
ready to go, like it's there.
Yeah,
And then so that's one little habit that you can put in. There's ozone water filter that you've provided in the studio, Leanne. How many litres does that hold? Is it 2 litres?
No, it's 4 or 8. Can't remember.
I think it'd be 8.
Dunno.
Yeah.
But in any case, whatever it is, Aaron, work it out and just maybe move it into your office.
Hey, look, Aaron, I'm going to be honest. Like, I was no angel to start with either, man.
Oh,
Like,
God,
and that's
No,
what
we're
people
all
got to realise.
Yeah,
It's
still
it's a
not.
choice, and like I said to you, you can change. It's just those little bits. If you just change those, all of a sudden becomes a habit.
Well,
And that's all it
The
is.
questions come in, and I'd love to know your answer. Thank you, Lisa, all for your questions here. They're great. How do you feel about drinking sparkling water?
Yeah, there's a lot of different sparkling waters, and you'd be surprised if you go and use that Yucca app.
Yep.
You go and scan them, and you'll be surprised on how much they are so different.
Really?
Yeah. And again, I used to have a lot of sparkling water because, again, my biggest one was alcohol.
Okay.
All right. So you're saying addiction was pretty much your coffee,
Yep.
right? My addiction was alcohol.
Okay.
So I was getting the same feeling and out of all that when I drank alcohol. And
Right.
I was getting close to 6-pack a day.
Bloody
Okay.
hell.
So that just shows you that
Yeah.
that's where I was.
Yep.
Still, it was a pale ale beer. You know why it was a pale ale beer? It's because Don Tolman used to have pale ale, so
Oh.
it must be all right. But it's
Oh,
still,
I love
it's
a good
still,
pale ale
it
myself,
still
so,
wasn't
yeah.
if you had that space. So that's what
Okay.
I'm saying to you. I was still in that space, and I'll be
Gotcha.
open and honest to everybody there. That's where I was as
Oh,
well.
look,
But
yeah.
we must
I was a
understand.
smoker, so
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
like everyone's
Yeah.
got
So-
had their vices.
I'm not here to
but
listen to saints, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not saying.
You know,
trust me.
I believe that we've all got our vices, and if we're
100%.
honest about
But we have
Yeah.
knowledge,
Yeah.
and
Have we
knowledge needs to
Yeah.
be shared.
Lisa's, yeah. I was just gonna
Lisa's
say
already
Lisa's
just
the
asked
question.
another question. How do you feel about the
No.
carnivore
Oh.
way of eating?
Yeah, that's a big question. There's a lot of fads out there, and going through this process with Tyler Tolman fasting and all these things, it works because all they're actually, funny enough, they get rid of all the preservatives and additives,
Okay.
and they're having meat. But your body cannot, over a period of time, digest all that meat. Yes, it will be fine for quite a few years. It will do fine. But there is a guy that actually hammered it
Mhm.
and said it's great, and then he actually pulled and reneged on it
Okay.
in saying, hey, it's not all in. You've got to have that mixture of the veggies.
Right, because
and the
everybody
fruits.
I know who's done it
Yeah.
has said nothing but positive things
Yeah.
to say, right? And I've seen positive results in them. And
They don't look healthy to me.
Yeah.
it's interesting you say that. See, I mean, I like my veggies, and I
Yeah.
like fruit. Well, fruit not so
Yeah.
much, but definitely my
I mean,
veggies.
their skin's not glowing, their eyes aren't glowing.
Mm.
Well, I've got a mate who, when he does carnivore way of eating, his skin's glowing and his eyes are glowing.
Oh,
you
there
go.
you go.
Yeah. So
How long's he been doing it for?
He goes through phases of
Yeah.
doing it and then comes back out of it and then goes back in.
Yeah, okay.
But when he goes back in, he's doing it really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he swears by it
Yeah.
when he does it.
Mm.
And he was doing it. He had done it for a period of time, like years,
Yeah.
at one stage, and then had children, and then children need
Yeah.
vegetables and
Mm.
all that sort of stuff. So I don't know.
So that's just my
his joints. His body was feeling better. He and he's a big guy, but he was lean. He was yeah.
All this space that I've been going into, and especially with Don and Tyler, is Don's been doing for 50 odd years
Yeah,
and
he
whatever else.
has.
So it's more the longevity.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, and that's where it's
Interesting.
all starting to come out with the carnivore,
Yeah, no, I
fruit
get
and
that.
veg, all this. It's
I couldn't
the
do without
longevity
my
of it
fruit
all,
veg.
and that's why I've gone more into the fasting and juice side of things. And same with Don and Tyler, I've gone under their methodology. That's why I love what I've been. Like I said, I've been involved for a long time. Is that I'd love to help people be their own physician.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
to heal, be their own physician, and
Yep.
align their mind, their body, their soul.
I like that.
All right, and that's my little space that I
love
love
that.
it.
I love
And
that.
I know that if I feel not well, I won't eat for a couple of days. I'll just
Mm.
drink water or have a
Yeah.
juice.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's
Juice. I'm so glad you said it again because I want to
Yes.
ask the question.
Yeah.
So I try and buy the good juice.
Yeah.
Okay. But what is the good juice? What is the? I mean,
It's
because
called getting your own juicer, Aaron, and getting organic.
yeah, because
100% spot
this-
on.
it's
That's
so
the best
bloody-
of the best.
yeah, no, it's very difficult. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously most of the stuff is full of sugar. It's absolute
Yeah.
rubbish. It's got 5% this, whatever.
Yeah.
So I buy the good stuff.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I still have questions about it. Yeah. I worry about what's actually in it. And I try and buy the one that's got
There's a couple
as
of
least
really
ingredients as possible.
There's
right?
a couple of good companies here in Perth that I know of because I know Rita does juice fasting, and they do it on the premises, and everything's hunky dory.
Yep.
But they send it to you in packs of this is your juice fasting for your 3-day period.
Okay.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
Yep.
so if having your own juice is not the way to go, it's not often like viable for people.
100%.
But if you can get those companies, and I don't know what the company name is, but it would be nice to see.
Yeah.
And you can get it delivered to you for that
Yeah.
period of time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's
Interesting.
pretty much where I started off, just doing the juicing,
Yeah.
and I did a 10-day water fast, a 10-day juice fast.
Okay.
It's through my program because I'm doing a coaching program
Yeah.
with Tyler, and
Yeah.
that was my biggest one I've done. And I've only just, I don't know if you see me on social medias, but I've just finished a 28-day juice fast, and it was a
Wow.
Kabbalah juice, which was carrot, red apple, beetroot, green apple, lemon, and like a golden apple.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah.
And I had that every day, and had about 2 liters of that every day,
Wow.
and it was beautiful.
Did you
was
cost that
beautiful.
out?
No, not really, to be honest.
Mm.
There was a lady, I just want to quickly bring this. There was a lady
Yeah.
that does it in America. She's I've been following her. I can't remember her name, Tracy someone. And she's done watermelon juice for 100 days, and she
What?
is ripped. 100 days.
100 days. Oh, don't know.
But watermelon juice is obviously just water.
A lot of water,
and
yeah.
just that natural sugar. And it was just like, wow, that just shows you the power of the body when, again, the mind.
But how do
and
you
really-
not get sick of it?
Yeah, well, that's your body again and tuning. It's a habit again. It creates a
Yeah.
beautiful space. And
It's your
in that-
mind.
and
It's not
it's
your body that
yeah.
gets sick of it.
We've come to the end of the show, guys. I'd
Oh,
love,
wow.
I'd love for
Geez.
Troy to share with us about his 7-day ultimate healthy reset retreat that he's
Please
running.
Do.
And he's also, I think Aaron's in, by the look on his face.
Well, Cable's a bit of a drive down the road, but apart from that, we'll be fine.
He's also got a special offer for anyone that uses the code word Edge Radio. So just let me pop both of these.
Did you spend a bit
here.
of time thinking about that code word? It's very complex.
I think I actually put it on
there you-
myself.
thanks,
There you
mate.
go. So I
Appreciate
was just
that.
helping everything
You
out.
might
There
want
you
to,
go.
So-
can you just pop the biggest screen
I
up
can
just so
certainly
that
do
Troy
that, yeah.
can see
So-
what he's talking to?
Hey, hello everybody. Yeah, at the end of the day, this is, to be honest, is my first one I'm doing. I've always, my mission and vision
Yep.
is to have my own acreage with where people can come and experience the beautiful fresh veggies, all my all that,
Absolutely.
and just
Yeah.
chill out and really tune into themselves. And I mean, you obviously that's
Mm.
what you do.
I'll be
people.
I'll be there.
So it's a
I'll
beautiful.
be bowening people. There you go.
100%. So it's coming up first week of November.
Beautiful.
And at the end of the day, I was only going to do a early bird special for a certain amount of time. But
Okay.
whoever listens to this and has that special, I'll honour that to
Appreciate
the
that.
people
That's
as well.
brilliant.
So
Okay.
we'll just
Very
keep
cool.
that
Yeah.
going. And hey, look, at the end of the day, it's a great experience. It is actually a 7-day fast.
Okay.
So you do a bit of a colon cleanse beforehand to get everything all ready.
Yep.
And then I support them. There's a massage going in there. There's Wim Hof breathwork guy
Right.
going.
Oh yeah.
And
Ooh.
Rita is coming
Oh,
along.
Rita
She's
is.
doing her beautiful yoga and
Yeah.
Pilates. So
Yeah, okay. Bit of
it's
Hi,
a bit of an
Rita.
all-in side of
Yeah,
things.
sounds
And
like it.
what I love about it is that just in a safe environment where
Beautiful.
people can really experience themselves. So that's where it all come about.
And where is that happening?
It's
Troy?
happening in Capel,
Yep.
just obviously south of Perth, hour and a half. Oh no, it'd be a bit more than that actually. It's about a couple of hours from there, but it's actually on an eco farm. I just found out,
Okay.
and the owner actually has built the chalet points from sea containers.
Wow.
Cool, in a wheelchair,
beautiful.
this fella. He's absolutely
Oh,
amazing.
my
there's some
God.
And
amazing
it's
people
lifts.
out there.
It's got a lift and everything in there. I
Really?
was going, wow, this
Okay.
guy's cool.
Yeah, that is very,
So
very cool.
really proud of that, and really looking forward to that.
Any
it's a good
excuse to get down our gorgeous south.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Why wouldn't you?
I didn't even know it was there until I
Oh,
just Googled and
Yeah.
what is this? And so when I had a look, it was beautiful. So
Oh,
That's awesome.
You're
Loving it.
amazing, Troy.
So just one other thing before we go.
Yep.
I've got a beautiful, if anybody wants to have a bit of a taster in regards to experiencing, the fasting side of thing with support, I've actually I do it online where it's a membership, Ultimate
yeah.
Healthy Membership. You can do 3 months or 6 months, whatever you prefer. And I just actually support you through what we're talking about tonight. Just help you change the
Support's a
habits.
really important thing.
It's the
It is,
biggest, it's
yeah.
helped me big time.
Gotcha.
Because they go in waves.
yeah.
Yeah.
So when we,
Support,
it's like you.
membership, and
going off-
accountability.
Yeah.
Because you need to be
Accountability.
accountable. You need to be accountable. for your
Yeah. So if
actions.
anyone wants that as well, and say this beautiful radio station, mention that, I'll honor 10% as well off that. for
Too
a
cool.
certain amount of
It's
time.
getting
So
better all the time.
we will. I just want to help people at the end of the day. have
Yeah.
health.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
just-
don't you dare
experience.
press that end button because I found the video to play now. Do you want to
Oh,
pop your
are we going
headphones
now?
on?
No.
We're going now.
Dear.
Is this
We-
worth it?
Right.
Or not?
Oh, just
Yeah,
do it,
it's
mate.
gonna
Just
be
do it.
worth
You know
it.
what?
Do I
Sure.
get paid just to do this then?
Lisa.
Welcome to the
All right,
one
are you
thing
ready?
where each episode features our signature segment, Pandora's Box. We dive into hot topics that challenge the norm and ignite real conversation.
Inspired by Greek mythology, Pandora's box isn't just about chaos. It's about truth, transformation, and hope. That's what we bring to every conversation.
Have a cause or business that deserves to be seen? Want to be remembered forevermore? Be our next special guest. Contact us today at theonething@edgeradioaustralia.com.
Troy, I'm really sorry you had to go through that.
I like Luigi. Luigi's good. I love Luigi.
Oh, that's how I do. Just beat on my chest like Donkey Kong from time to time.
I loved it.
Thank you so much for being part of the show,
Yeah,
mate.
you're amazing.
Really,
Absolutely
it was an
loved it.
absolute
Thank you for
pleasure.
being on.
Yeah,
Really enjoyed
Thanks
it.
for having me. Enjoyed it.
Fantastic stuff. And I've just, look, don't be a stranger. If you want some help to get your life on track when it
Yeah.
comes to these things, contact Troy. You can go, as I say, through, there's so many different ways. Obviously, you can go through your social media, which
Yes.
I believe the links will be there.
Yep. Yep.
If not, you want to make life really, really easy. If you're listening right now on edgeradioaustralia.com on the website, just go through the contact page and away we go.
100%.
Yeah, too
Thank you
easy.
so much.
Thank you very much for being part
Love
of the one thing. You're on Edge
Bye.
Radio Australia.
Bye.
Ever felt lost online finding the right businesses?
Absolutely, like a needle in a haystack.
Introducing the Worldwide Awake Business Directory.
Tell me more.
It's your hub for businesses sharing your values. Discover eco-friendly products, socially responsible services, and more.
Count me in. I'll check it out straight away.
Find businesses aligned with your values on the Worldwide Awake Business Directory. Start making a difference with every purchase.